So, as we get started with round 5 of our Not a Trade Show Business Expo for 2024, welcome back to the room. We have a new list of presenters now and a few shift in the audience, so that's great. Does Luke want to say a few words?
Sure.
Yeah, he's our sponsor who's here today on behalf of both the Small Business Center, and then we also have the City of Belleville and
I, as usual, don't want to say anything too much, but last presentation I ended with, we have a grant. So I'll start with that. We have a grant. Do you need to know anything else? When does it start? So, Small Business Center, my name is Luke, here with my colleague Amy. We're located over at the Pioneer Building. Some of the things that we do in order to support you as small businesses is the one-on-one business counseling with me, the educational opportunities. Amy puts a lot of those together, all of them. She puts all of them together. And we offer additional supports and resources with financing, business loan preparation. We talk about business development strategies. We work with marketing, business plan development, and I could go on and on and on. So the real key here is visit our website and have a look at what we do. Come into the center over at the Pioneer Building, and yes, we'll talk about the grant. Thank you.
So just because we haven't actually done our own little pitch yet, I will say, does anybody here is not a member of the chamber? Who's not a member of the chamber? Okay, we've got Loyalist College people, a few other people. So what would be the first thing that comes to mind when you think chamber?
Network.
Okay. Anything else that comes to mind?
Lobbying.
Okay.
Community.
All right. Sounds great. We just did a strategic planning session with our board and some stakeholders and some key people. At our last breakfast, we asked our members who were there to sum up how they felt about the chamber, what we did in one word, and all of those words came up. Advocacy really is at the root of our existence. And as the Belleville Chamber of Commerce, we are here to help our community prosper. And that's typically through a network of business organizations. Interestingly enough, of our 500 members, 10% of those are also represented by nonprofit organizations. So there are a lot of nonprofit organizations here. One of the key things about knowing that there are at least 50 nonprofit organizations here, and you can probably name 3 of them off the top of your head, but after that you start getting lost, is the idea that that's exactly what our membership represents around the business community. Is that people can usually rhyme off 1 or 2 key employers or businesses, but after that, they get a little stumped. So the goal of this show is really to give everybody watching, anybody watching on YouTube, Loyalist College, and each other an opportunity to get an idea of the variety, the breadth, the diversity in our community where the business community is concerned. So, from my elevator pitch, we help your business prosper. How do we do that? We connect, we represent, and we share. I wear my uniform so you know it's me in a picture, and this is part of our brand. How do we connect? We connect you to the community, to each other. It's a network. We take you out of the isolation of being a small business owner working on your own. We represent you at all levels of government, municipal, provincial, and federal. And then we also share. And this is the little piece we're really working on right now with our board. What does share mean? And we're working on that being sharing the influence of our network to affect change and legislation and investment in the reputation of business in our community. There you go. How much time do I have left?
Oh, you have like 40 seconds.
There you go.
So pretty good.
And Lisa makes it all possible. Sorry. So there's our little pitch, and if you aren't a member of the Belleville Chamber, if that's not because you're a business owner or if that's because you don't live in Belleville, we understand. But if you would like to know more, we'd be happy to talk about that and what membership might mean for you and your organization.
Good day. I am Brian Emerson, Clarity Business Coaching. It may be helpful to understand a bit about what a business coach is and also my background. I am from New Brunswick, and in 2006, I was introduced to the town of Belleville. Didn't know anything about you before that when I bought a plant in the industrial park. It's called Emerson Packaging. Some of you may have heard of it. We have about 100 employees there, about 400 in our main plant back in Nova Scotia. And at that time, I was Chief Operating Officer for the company. I ended up, as one of my employees put it, decided to make my own footprints in the snow. My grandfather was an entrepreneur, started the company, so were both his brothers, most of his cousins and nephews, so I had a bit of an itch to scratch. And I came to the point, I said, I'm 20 years into a 40-year career. At the end of that time, I want 40 years experience, not 20 years repeated twice. So I wanted to step out and do something different. And because of my introduction to Belleville, I ended up moving here in 2007. And for the last 14 years, I've been a business coach. I've been mentored my whole career, mentored others for most of it. Had no idea you could get paid for it, thought that was pretty cool. I have a passion for small business owners. When I was in my executive career, they seemed to be the path to my door. It became clear to me is that these folks are passionate, but they struggled. I always said my education really took off when I finished my MBA, because I was surrounded, first of all, I had, grew up in a business home, around the dining room table, always, you think big picture, long term. My father was very good at challenging thoughts. I was surrounded by senior executives, highly talented, that poured into my career and wanted my success. These folks didn't have it. So when I found out I'm a business coach, that's one of the big boxes that checked for me. Business coaching, I like to use a race car analogy. Imagine you're in a Ferrari. I want to deal, by the way, with highly successful businesses already. They're going to take their business to the next level with or without me. They're just going to get there faster with me. Think of a race car. It's dark because none of us have daylight. You're driving at night. You get the window rolled down, flashlight out the window, driving 4 kilometers an hour. I'm not God, I'm not daylight, but I'm high beams and I'm a GPS. I've been down this road before, know where the turns and speed bumps are. I can just help you get there faster. You'll figure it out on your own, but that's going to be painful. Getting a coach is painful. I think it's a lot less painful to have a guide to get you there. Typically deal with business owners or senior executives in the 4 main areas: team, time, money, exit strategy. Team, to get the right people on the bus so they're sitting in the right seats. Time, if somebody says I work 70 hours a week and my kids don't know me, you got a time problem. Money, yeah, we all take bottom line to the bank, but I'm not going to come into your company and tell you how to save a nickel on photocopy paper. It's top line driven. And then exit strategy is that selling to your competition, to your employees, or generational transition. I'm a 3rd generation business owner myself. My 3 siblings and I bought it. My dad in 2010. We each own 25% of the company. So if you know somebody that can take that experience and help them take their business to the next level, I'm here. Brian Emerson, Clarity Business Coaching, because your results matter.
So I was not on the schedule, so I'll improvise for 3 minutes. So my name is Dominique Bondard. My husband and I bought Shannonville Motorsport Park 5 years ago. Actually 5 years ago last week. So we celebrated 5 years, including pandemic, which was not very good for our business, but in any business except the food industry. So Shannonville Motorsport Park is, yes, a racetrack. A racetrack where you can do multiple things. What we have is a full service lapping day. We have motorcycle lapping day where you can bring your own motorcycle, spend a day with us, and go out and make friends. It's a nice community. People, when they come to our racetrack, they always have a smile on. So it's a really good business to be in. So we have motorcycle lapping day. We have car lapping day. Also, you can bring your own car and do a full lapping day. You come on and off the track. We have groups for those lapping day. For the people who don't know what that is, it's a day where, first of all, in the morning we put you in specific groups. So it's not intimidating because you're surrounded by people who have the same kind of skills that you have. If you're novice, intermediate, or an expert, because you come at all our events, then you ride or drive with people with the same skills. With that, we have coaches. They will help you. You have questions, they will answer those questions. They will give you the tricks of the trade, how to take a turn, how to be more or less intimidated on a racetrack. And that, believe it or not, will help you drive on the street as well. Because it's kind of the skills that you apply different ways. In addition to that, we have events. We are busy every day of the summer, starting from May to October. We're ramping up for closure right now. So we're kind of very happy about that. So we have events, major events, smaller events, anything as a spectator. You don't know what to do one weekend? Come to the racetrack. You'll be very surprised on how much you can appreciate being surrounded by people, like-minded people. You love speed, you love people, you love cars, you're a motorcycle person. There's something for everybody, whether you're this tall, that tall, 5-year-old, 70-year-old, it doesn't matter. There's something for everybody at our place. So welcome. Anytime. Oh, quickly, 15 seconds. We also recently have if you don't want to use your car, we have a new segment that's called GT Race Experience. It's a guy that came from Vancouver, brought his business to Shannonville. He sells slots where you take his car on his insurance. So there's no risk to you. And he will put a coach on the passenger seat, and he will film everything, and people get that as a birthday gift, or just for fun. Everything is on our website, shannonville.com. We have a very, very full schedule. Like I said, we start in May, sometimes mid-April. So welcome to Shannonville. We're Belleville adjacent, if I can say that, so we're very close.
Everybody knows what a realtor does, but I'm here to increase your knowledge a little bit more why you should hire a realtor. I'm with Exit Realty Group. Our offices are in the Quinty Mall at the back section of the mall there that faces the Cinemax complex. Everybody can find it with a GPS, right? Talking about the GPS, that's what a realtor is. It's like a GPS. He'll guide you from the start of your idea to sell your home or to buy your home. Or if you're looking for a home to rent, or if you're a landlord, the realtor can help you, a tenant, help a landlord. He's that bridge in between the transaction to help you get the home that you want, the home that you dream of. And actually, your home is so valuable, right? It's the biggest thing one of the biggest things you'll do in your life. The average cost of a home in Belleville now is $500,000. And everybody says, well, 5% is a lot of commission, so I'm gonna sell my home myself. You don't wanna do that because it's not 5%, just to give you a tip. It's negotiable as well. So when you're talking to a realtor, you can negotiate the percentage, the commission as well. So I want that's a good tip for you. And so here's what happened that the realtor does for you to help you get through the transaction from start to closing. The paperwork. He helps you with the paperwork because there are conditions and clauses in there that might be very technical for you to understand. We're trained to break down those clauses, like a mortgage clause has to be in that offer that you put on a house. So there's a mortgage clause, there's a home inspection clause after the time. Depends on the type of property, there might be a well inspection clause as well. So there are certain things that goes into that offer that you have to put in there, and the realtor can help you with that. Another thing that the realtor can help you with, you pass many houses and you will see a FSBO sign on the lawn, and you say, what's a FSBO? For sale by owner. That's what that means. And if you see that sign, FSBO, sometimes, most of the times, those signs are on the lawn for longer periods than if they were being sold by a brokerage like Exit. So you say, why is that? For sale by owner, they struggle to sell their home because they don't have the expertise to do the marketing. That's one of the things that the realtor will do to help you with selling your home, marketing. the paperwork, to get that paperwork accurate so you can, and you're gonna need a lawyer when you're buying a home as well. So you say, why do I need a lawyer and a realtor? Well, the realtor does the paperwork, send it off to your lawyer, but the lawyer's not gonna leave their office and come to your house to look at it and to help you with the staging and the photography and all that thing that goes into it, right? So the realtor really comes in there and do a lot of work for that commission that you will pay, and it will save you from lawsuit, okay? So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm a little nervous today, so sorry. But really kind of just start off. So what I do is I am the co-founder of Goat Digital Consulting, which is a marketing and business agency actually out of Belleville. And I'll give you a little background about myself. I am, a little bit younger than most agency owners, but my experience has been quite diverse. So I actually lived in Toronto for 5 years, worked with some really, really big names, like I worked with Google, YouTube, Bumble, Hershey's Canada. So I really got the experience and the tactical skills to help business owners and small business owners grow. Kind of after my life in agency in Toronto, I was actually working with, and I currently still do this, I am the marketing director for a health tech company along with my agency on the side. So I still am kind of in the nitty gritty every day, all day with founders, especially my founder as well. And really for Goat, why I started this is because yes, you can go to a business coach and you can get all the tactical skills and the strategies and all of these things, but as an owner and an entrepreneur, it's really hard to take that and be like, okay, how do I implement this? Like I really need someone to be hands-on, help me through the process, take me step by step, which is really why I started Goat and my co-founder started with me, is because we really just wanted to handhold you through the whole process because we know how hard it is to build a business. And again, like kudos to everybody in the room because it is such a triumph to actually start and continue a business, especially in today's economy. So really to kind of give you some context on like our key services is we do a lot of social media and digital marketing. Again, it is a very trending, very upcoming space, as we all know, with TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, which is X, and all of these other platforms that you can be on. It's really helping you, and what we do is help you really decide what your business needs, what platforms do you need to be on, how are you going to grow on these social accounts, because again, everybody has a phone. Videos are kind of the new thing, and a lot of people don't really understand that to do all of these things and to grow, you actually need to put the time in because it's not just social media anymore. It's a full business strategy. The other thing we help you do as well at Goat is we really help you refine and define who your target audience is. So really, who is your perfect customer? Who are you selling to? Are you hitting the mark? Are you listening to them? Are you taking their values into consideration when you're pushing out your messaging for your business? So it's really kind of going in depth in your business, what you're doing, how can we market you a little bit better, how can we, take the strategies and everything that you want to do and really push your brand to the next level. And then on the kind of the flip side, so we do a lot of digital, a lot of social. The other thing we also do is events. So we also do event management. So if you need to run an event or host an event and you're really not sure how to do work backflow or all these other things that kind of go into an event, you can also reach out to us and we can help you with that. But if you're not a business owner and you're in the room and you're not, a business owner, you can also feel free to reach out to me. We help you with your personal brand as well. So as an entrepreneur, if you need help with LinkedIn or growing your personal brand, we are more than welcome to help you with that as well. But it was great to meet everybody. I'm super happy to be here. So thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Chaz, owner and artist of Cisive. I offer both mobile and in-shop tattoo service in the Quinte West and surrounding areas with a goal of creating better accessibility and awareness of personal care services requirements. But that wasn't necessarily how or why I started this business. When I got into the industry, there were two different things that really stood out to me. First, the lack of awareness of regarding personal care services requiring specifically for mobile. Second, even with almost 5 years of experience, I was considered no different than many other junior artists trying to make it on their own. Not even less than having the extensive art background and formal apprenticeship. All I had was myself, to be honest. Up until I found tattooing, I had no prior meaningful skills or experience. All I had was passion, a drive to succeed, and a hard shell that got me through the criticism and allowed me to push through it. So, what did I do? I connected with the local health units, becoming the first health-approved, exclusively mobile tattoo artist in the Hastings and Prince Edward Health District. I've been selling myself ever since. Of course, I look a little better now than I did. I still remember the first event though, handing out business cards, doing temporary tattoos, just to get my name out there to everybody in the community. Not to mention the number of phone calls I have received on my behalf to the health unit. My lord. Then here I am now, not even 2 years later, with a central location, private studio, which is part of a hub complimentary services, still processing the fact that I was a runner-up not even 2 weeks ago for the TELUS Standout Owners Plan. Pretty amazing, right? I still continue to offer mobile appointments and accessibility needs to work with the public health officials to create more awareness regarding personal care services. The most beneficial so far, event forms online were also published to the Hastings Prince Edward Health social media pages, as well as a present and support of our local inspector themselves. With more than 10 times the number of events this year than I had last year. Expanding into a surrounding of the health districts, and I'm excited for both the difference to be made. I'm excited to both make a difference to be made in opportunities that await. Thank you.
So, show of hands, how many of you feel like you're doing it all on your own when it comes to your business? You're in sales meetings, fulfilling service orders, solving problems only you can answer, managing your team, and then also answering personal texts from your family. Because there's always something pulling you away from your business. And still also finding time to do marketing. For those of you who didn't raise your hands, congrats to you, you're killing it. But for those of you that did, I ask this. What is the hidden cost of neglecting your marketing? First is lost revenue. A recent client shared that their sales team was too embarrassed to drive traffic to their outdated DIY website. Ouch. If your website isn't converting, you're losing sales. Your website should be the hardest working, underpaid 24/7 salesperson of your business. Second, and maybe the most painful, is wasted time and money on DIY marketing. You're probably spending too much time tinkering with online tools you don't really know how to use, like setting up an e-commerce website that you didn't know would delay your store's grand opening. True story. There's also more, but I only have 3 minutes. Marketing shouldn't be another neglected task. It's the key to unlocking your business's next level of growth so you can reach new markets. However, you're busy running your thriving business, but your marketing isn't keeping up because you're wearing too many hats. That's where we come in. At Kasama Marketing, we specialize in taking the burden off your plate. We build a solid marketing foundation, then create campaigns that fuel your growth. Just like we did for our recent client whose sales team was too embarrassed by their website. We turned their marketing into a tool that customers were attracted to, driving a 25% increase in leads in just 1 month. So this afternoon, we'd love to connect. We want to buy drinks for up to 30 of our fellow business owners during the Mega Mingle. Just fill out a quick form right out there on the table, and then come find us to claim your drink. Your marketing should work as hard as you do, especially in this fragile economy where your competitors are consistent with their presence everywhere. Stop settling, start scaling. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm Katrina McDonald, certified story brand guide and co-founder of Kasama Marketing, where we take your thriving business's marketing up a notch. Thank you.
My name is Brad Labadie. I am the chief bottle washer and truck driver for Thairific. Who here knows who Thairific is? So it's the big truck, the food truck sits in behind Myers Creek Brewing. When it's not there, it means we're at a private event or a corporate event or at a festival somewhere. I co-own Thairific with my wife, Shanakan Kalapakti. She is from Thailand. I am not the chef. So, as I said, chief bottle washer. So if you've been there, you enjoyed the food, it's because of her, because they are all her recipes. They are her recipes from home. We do Thai food and we do Thai fusion. That's what we do. However, there's another side to our business, which I'm here a little bit today to celebrate and push out as the growing piece of our business. We do have 3 sides, and I haven't talked about our sauces that are in production, but that's for another story. We do corporate catering, we do weddings, we do receptions, we did a birthday party recently. Catering is the biggest growing side of our business right now. So, if you are hosting an event, if you are doing a corporate lunch, I'd like you to think about maybe something other than those soups and sandwiches that everybody likes to get in. Think about Thairific, because we can cater to you year-round. The truck, we don't have to have the truck in operation, because we do have access to some other kitchens that we can use. So enjoy something a little bit refreshing.